everyone. Okay, I think today we've got some shit to do. I gotta build a bookshelf. I gotta do some shit, and maybe we'll talk about that shit as well today. But I think while I'm in this really boring meeting now that I've muted, I think that we should talk about reading challenges, because every year I do this to myself. I'm like fired up, you know, in December or January. I'm like, I'm gonna do so many reading challenges and it's gonna be so fun and so like motivating, and I love to tick off a list. And then I always nail some of them and then fail horribly at other ones of them and then feel guilty. Okay, but I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again this year because I am who I am. Don't at me. Okay, so we're gonna talk about 2025 challenges, like a light wrap up, and then we'll talk about 2026 challenges, because I do think I should do some things different this year to avoid more disappointment. Or not. Or we just keep doing the same things over and over again, expecting different results. Because we can. Okay, so the first one we're going to do, we're going to look at Goodreads, because she's been on my mind recently. Okay, so here's my Goodreads. Okay, we're going to go down. We're going to go to the challenges, the reading challenges bit. Okay, like I always only say that I'm going to read 50 books because I don't want to be stressed. I don't want to get stressed by my reading challenge. So I always blow that way out the park, but I feel, you know, it's good for morale. Okay, so if you go to challenge details, so it gives you like you read one per month. Okay, like I'm obviously fine with that because I read a lot. Then they've got these extra ones down here. The Grand Slam, which is to do every month, and then Nailed It, which I think is to reach your reading goal, obviously, which I have done. And then this one, which is to read more books than you read last year. Okay, and I was looking. Okay, wait, where's my 2024? Hold on, 2024 year in books is 134. So I've done it. Oh, God, that's just really satisfying. Hugely satisfying. Okay, so then you've got this other challenge. So that was like this one is like the normal reading challenge. Then you've got like these other ones, which is like spring challenge, like winter challenge, autumn challenge, like whatever. So this one was from September 15th to December 31st. And I've got them. I just finished them all. The last one was the Choice Awards one, where you had to read one of like the, you know, they do the Goodreads Choice Awards at the end of the year. And the one that I read for that was Murderland. Okay. But I've done that out of the park, you know. And it's very satisfying, and I feel very good about that. Like, I wonder if there's going to be a place at which you can see the spring ones as well. Wait, hold on. Oh, past challenges and goals. Oh my God, yeah. Seasonal community. Okay, wait. Summer challenge. Yeah. Friggin' nailed it. Okay, seasonal challenge. Oh my God. I think I actually missed 2 of those, which kills me. So I'm never missing that again. Okay, I'm staying on top of it. As for 2026, definitely doing this again, and I'm putting 50 books again, and I won't be pushed. That was the only one on Goodreads because I don't love Goodreads. I love Storygraph better. So all of my other challenges, they're on Storygraph. So we'll go there next. Okay, so here we've got my Goodreads. These are the ones I'm reading at the minute, by the way. They're pretty good. The Printer Stuff Court one's a bit weird. But the other two are good. Okay. Go to challenges. See your progress for set goals. Okay. So I put 50 again. So like obviously I've nailed that. Okay, but Storygraph is way better for tracking challenges you've made. So we did Shorty September, didn't we? And I flipping nailed that, obviously. And I do Seattle Summer Book Bingo every year, where you get like the bingo card from Seattle Library. Nailed that. Doing very good. The Read My Shelf project. I think I told you about that for Vlogmas last year, whereby I had to read 50 books just from my shelves, like new ones. And I did do that. But I bought about 40 new books. So, I mean, I am in deficit, but only barely. Okay, Dowie-thon. That's the one where in March I try to read Welsh books, like Welsh authors, Welsh settings, Welsh legends, blah, blah, blah. And I nailed that one. Set myself 10 for that one. Okay, these were the ones that got a bit rough. NPR's Book Concierge, okay? I sort of like set up ones that I love. So I love graphic novels, and I set up categories in it that I love. They're rather short because I love novella. So rather short, seriously great. Basically, I set the category, and then all the books that came up, it was usually about 20 or so books, I put it into these challenges, and I was going to read all like 20 or so from that category. I did it for the dark side short. I did it for staff picks short. I did it for seriously great writing short. And I I failed at these. I think because when NPR likes them, everyone at my library likes them, and then they're kind of hard to get. I mean, like it's like I like to like mood read. I like to not have to wait too long for a hold to come in. I think that's what's happened there. I don't even know, but I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to have so many of these. I think I am going to do another NPR Books category one for this year. But I'm not going to do loads of them. Maybe just focus on one. Okay, we're continuing on to all my failures. Just, full disclosure. Welsh Language Reading Challenge? Don't. Like, I can't. I was going to read 10 books in Welsh this year. I read like 4 last year, which was way... it's just basically as good as it gets. I'm gonna try to torture myself in a similar way next year. I think we'll add that in. Like, why not? Okay, and then Book Naturalists Book Club as well. 0. I didn't read any of those. What was I doing? I'm so ashamed because I was so excited about that. But this year, I'm not messing around. Book Naturalists Book Club 2026. Like, I'm doing it. I'm doing this year. Like, I'm not messing around. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, now let's talk about challenges for 2026. I think I'm gonna do a couple of them a little bit different, and I've set them up. I've set them all up on Storygraph. I've set them up. It's taken me ages. I should be working. Okay, first friggin' one. I'm not messing around. Okay, Book Naturalists Book Club. This is based on Heidi from My Reading Life and Doris from All D Books. They do Book Naturalists Book Club every friggin' year. So one year I nearly managed it. Okay, and then last year I completely fell off the wagon very early on. Okay, so they do a video. They've done their announcement video already, and they put out this specific books that everyone reads together for the year. So we've got January's book, February's book, like that. And it fits with loads of stuff. So February's book fits with like Black History Month in America. So in the UK it's October, but in America it's in February. So that fits in with that. And you've got the one that's in June fits with like Pride. Oh wait, where's that one? This one. The one that's in April fits with Aussie April. The one that's in September fits with Shorty September. August's one, where'd it go? Fits with Women in Translation. So it just fits with friggin' everything. There's no reason not to do this because it's awesome. And also all of the books for this year are like brand spanking new. So like sometimes they do like reread year or whatever. Or is this one like all of them are basically from 2025 or like surrounding that period. Okay. I've made this live as well. I couldn't find I think normally it already exists a lot of the time, but I couldn't find it. So if you go on Storygraph and you want to join this, I've made it live just because it's a ball ache to have to put all these in yourself. And I have done that for you because I'm feeling some kind of pedantic way today. Okay. next one. Okay, NPR, Books We Love. Okay, I don't know if you know about this, NPR Books We Love. It used to be called Book Concierge, but now they've done it for like 10 years, and now it's called Books We Love. All the people who work at NPR, they like do book reviews and various things. They make a list of their favorite ones for the year. You can like dick about with it, right? You can do like, oh, so I've done quite like rather short, what? I love novella. Okay, so then these are all their favorite ones that are quite short, but then you can like mix it with other stuff, like a bit of a horror / goth / sci-fi junkie. So these are all dark side and short. I've put all of these on my list, just so you know. But also you can even mix it with other things. So you want dark and short, and also staff pick. These are the favorites by staff, or also seriously great writing. It really narrows it down. So like those 4 are probably going to be well in my zone of awesome. Actually, I've already read Victorian Psycho, and yeah, it was pretty good. So, okay. Anyway, this year I did a list, like a bunch of lists to do with each of like the categories, and I can't do that anymore because I don't know, that was a bad idea. So instead, I've done one just to do with graphic novels. Okay, so these are all the ones on that like list for graphic novels. There's quite a lot of them, actually. Okay, I'm going to work my way through that because that's sometimes just a very relaxing good time. And then I've also done one to do with rather short. It's not all the rather short ones, but it's like rather short and dark, or rather short and great writing, or rather short and staff picks, various. And it has come up with like an absolute load of them. But I feel like I can pull pretty confidently from this list all year and maybe at least knock out a good half of them. Like it's not so much a challenge so much as like a suggestion list, like a direction list. If I'm feeling, unmoored, without direction in my life, I can sort of come to this list and be pretty confident that anything I pull from this list is probably going to be good. Okay, then Aussie April. I've not done it before, okay, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it this year. I'm pretty sure the way this one works is you just read like Aussie authors. Like there's no prompts and no specific books or anything. But I couldn't find anything already set up in Storygraph or anywhere for it. So I'm just winging it. I'm going to read 10 of those. Okay. Dowie-thon, obs. Okay, I've made this one live as well, just in case you want to do Dowie-thon. But like, don't worry about it. Don't feel pressured. Basically, just in March, we're reading all the Wales books, Welsh books, like Welsh authors, Welsh settings, Welsh legends, Welsh heritage. I don't know, like whatever. Just make it Wales. Read your Wales. Okay, Women in Translation Month. That's in August. I'm doing that one. Obviously, I've never done that one before either because it's right next to Shorty September, and I'm always like gearing up for Shorty September. But this year, I'm gonna make an effort. Okay. Shorty September we haven't set up yet, obviously, because we want to think of our prompts and stuff. Welsh language reading challenge. I'm doing that kind of masochistic seriousness again this year. We'll see what happens with it. I don't know. And then read your freaking shelf. Dang your eyes. I've made this one as well to shame myself. I've put 50 down for this. So Heather, you need to read 50 of these. And also, I cheated a little bit this year in that some of the books that I bought and were on my shelf after I made the challenge, I counted them. So I'm not messing around. This year, okay, it only counts if it is on my shelf right now, before the 1st of January. Anything that enters my shelf after the 1st of January, it doesn't count in this challenge. Do you hear yourself, Heather, making the rules for this? Because that is the rule. Okay. Okay, so I was thinking about Vlogmas, and I'm going home to see my parents for Christmas from like the 22nd, I think. And normally when I do that every couple of years. Normally when I do that for Vlogmas, I like vlog throughout the flying, and then we get home, we get to America, and then we do more Vlogmas, etc. But I feel like that is a half. So stressful on top of like flying and like traveling and everything being stressful already. So that's on the 22nd we're going. And I was like, oh, if I do, like, we're only, like, missing off 2 days if we just end Vlogmas there. I feel like a bit of, like, I got, like, completist energy sometimes, and it's, like, making me anxious to, like, even contemplate not doing, like, the last 2 days of Vlogmas. But I feel like, oh, fuck it. Like, I feel like this is fine. So, actually, the 22nd we're flying. So, I think the 21st, that Saturday, that's gonna be my last Vlogmas day, which is stupid, I know, but I feel like it's for the best. So I gotta, like, you know, those last 3 days I was gonna do a lot of stuff, so I gotta like grab the schedule, push it up. We'll do favorite books of the year, we'll do New Year's resolutions, we'll do Ammon's favorite books of the year, like all that crap was scheduled for the end, so we'll slide it up and end it on the 21st. Does that sound okay? Probably it does sound okay, and you're gonna be like, obviously that's fine. Stop being a weirdo about it. But you know, if you have any objections, I wanna hear you out. So, you know, let me know. Okay, so we're calling it good for today. Okay, that's a wrap. But tomorrow I think we should do some painting. Because I gotta make my friend a Christmas card for Secret Santa. But also, you know, maybe some other stuff, some creative shit. Like, I'm sure we can find something to do. And then also maybe year 6 cool versus not cool for 2026. Like, Anne, when she's at the forefront of the coolness, you know, being 10 years old, like, she knows what's hot and what's not. So she can almanac us for coolness for 2026. You know, get us ready. What do you think? Okay. See you tomorrow.